Hey guys, now we're here in the fifth round, starting out just like any other center of the ring, but it's not looking like Jacobs is as keen on using his hand control or his jab as he was previously. Um, there you go, Jacobs using some good hand control to get away from a punch, but oh man, look at that. Look at how nice that was. Let's check that out. That was so good. See, and this is what happens when you set your punches up. You spend time, boom, slips under his counter jab because he knows it's coming. It just lands a huge right hand. Instantly, then he goes into trying to follow it up. Let's see if either of those punches land. There we go. Yep, lands another jab. Right hand looks blocked. But that was just a huge shot for Golovkin. And that's what clean punches look like. You know, how often does Danny Jacobs land anything like that on Golovkin? You know, very rarely. Maybe a body shot right there. And then Danny Jacobs tried to clinch. What happens here? Right hand here. Left on the inside, pushing Jacobs' head up. And I don't have a problem with these punches, right? When you're the one trying to tie your opponent up, you should kind of expect to get hit. But if you're tying your opponent up and then punching him at the same time, i.e. Andre Ward, I think that that's a little inappropriate. I think that's when it's a foul. Moving on, Golovkin lands a jab and gets inside, but Jacobs kind of shuffles out, takes an angle. Golovkin lands two more jabs. Good for him. Easily working his way inside as Jacobs isn't even trying to counter his jab hardly at all. Maybe he's still hurt from the knockdown. Who knows? Same technique right there. Jab, slip under. Nothing going on here. Let's check that out. Let's see what lands and what doesn't. Jab. Slow it down too. Jab lands that one. He didn't land the first one, to make that clear. Danny kind of puts his head down, and Danny brings his head down. Golovkin kind of brings it up with the jab, or with the like a right uppercut kind of thing. I don't think it's a punch, but boom, lands a body shot. Good body shot. Look at Danny's face. And then Danny lands this left hook. We have to give him that one, but I think that right uppercut kind of misses. Or yeah, right uppercut. I'm not sure if that landed. It kind of looked like it might have. Let's check it out again real quick. Jab, easy. I think that was blocked enough, but then he eats another one right there, and then Danny ties him up, and he's still fighting on the inside. Look at that. Hits him twice, and that's because Danny's trying to tie him up. You know, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You know, not foul for foul, but Golovkin says, hey, you know, I got to do what I got to do, and touches his glove. No big deal. Moving on. Right hand to the body. I think we can all agree that that landed. And I might just stay in slow-mo. Let's see. Right to the body. Kind of deflected, you know, parrying. But I think it still lands. Yeah, it still solidly lands. Kind of deflected to his leg, but that's kind of Danny's fault, I think. Some hand control. Easily, you can definitely tell if that punch lands. You can see Danny's head rock. Boom. Yeah, look at his head rock. Big shot. Circling out. I think that lands, but it's not a huge punch. Danny punching to create space. Not really looking to land anything, I don't think. Some good feinting, but what does he do with it? Nothing really. Oh, touches him on the end of the nose with that right hand. Touches him there. Misses that one. I think he kind of lands that little uppercut right there. But he does the same thing. Like, watch this. Right hand. He shifts forward. uppercut and then peels on the outside. This time not in the direction that he punched. Maybe he was looking to set up more offense, but Jacobs kind of shoves him off a little bit, but maybe not, you know. Kind of looked like he landed that uppercut. I want to make sure, though. But it's the same move, right? Shift. I think you got to give him credit for that. You know, not a hard blow. It's not like he's going to knock Danny out with that punch, but whatever. Moving on. A little bit of control. All right. I don't know. Was that a punch? Oh, look at that. Jab feint. And then catches Golovkin with a great left hand. How often does he hit him? You know, I think he's landed 2 shots like that the whole fight, 5 rounds. Let's see where he goes with that. Oh, just straight into getting punched in the face. So let's watch that again. Feint, clean shot. Good job, Danny. Boom. Eats a jab for his troubles. And that's exactly what happens because he doesn't use his head movement like he's used in all the previous rounds for some reason. No responsible defense. He doesn't control Golovkin's head with his punch after. He just stands there, and I don't say this lightly, but like an amateur, and Golovkin counters him. Just really easy. Danny in his favorite spot to be in throws that. No, I don't think it lands. Maybe it does. I don't even think it matters. Oh, look at that. Golovkin being a nice guy, and he doesn't rake him on the inside as Danny ties him up. Oh, what was that? Did he land a punch there? Maybe he did. I think Danny maybe slips that jab. I don't know. He might land that punch. Danny might land that straight left. He might, or like it's kind of winging it. I'm not sure. But he's so far behind in this round, it doesn't even matter. Good jab from Danny, though. Good right hand from Golovkin. Blocked. Is that a jab? A Danny jab? I think it was. Yeah, I think you can give him credit for that one. I don't think that one was good. A lot of head movement. Oh, Golovkin lands another right hand, I think. Yeah, touches him. Not a huge shot. I bet that was about equal to Danny Jacobs' jabs when he doesn't commit, which is a lot. Ooh. Whoa, swinging for the fences, huh? And that harkens back to setting up your shots, right? Golovkin, look at all the work he does to set up his punches. He'll throw a jab, he'll shuffle forward, duck a counter punch, whatever that punch is, he's ducking it, and then throw a right hand, just like he did at the beginning of this round. Whereas Danny Jacobs just kind of wings some punches, you know? Okay, maybe he landed a punch there. Let's see. Nope. No. Punches him on the hip. What's that about? And then a body shot that also looks like it was really low. Oh. Look at the referee. Nope. Doesn't warn Danny for low blows at all. Weird. That jab kind of touches him. That jab kind of punches them. Golovkin's pressing forward, lands another jab. I don't think that right hand lands at all. Hook thing, and then a right uppercut, but he hasn't set either of those punches up. Whatever, we'll give him that jab. Who cares? Oh, I looked at this punch probably like 20 times on slow-mo, and you just cannot get a good sense of whether this punch lands at all. You can't tell at all. And then Danny's punch doesn't look like it lands either. And that right there is just because Golovkin stepped on his foot. So he's not hurt at all. And then Golovkin's a nice guy. He doesn't charge in and throw punches after that. Oh, ties up. Danny Jacobs. Did he try to throw a punch while they were tied up? Under his jab. And he does. I think he lands that, but that's kind of exactly what I was talking about earlier. Forces them into a position where they're going to clinch, and then he's punching him. Like, I think that's foul territory. I don't think it's appropriate. All right. Oh, look at this left hook. Boom, on the inside of Danny's guard. You can see it perfectly. Danny misses his. Right to the body from Golovkin. Misses the uppercut, but it's a great pivot from Danny right there. But Golovkin gets his arm in between Danny's punch and his head, and he isn't able to land a punch right there. A little sneaky little punch on the inside from Golovkin. I didn't count Golovkin's punches, but I had Danny landing 10. 2 of them were questionable, but I don't think it really matters. Golovkin dominated this round with ease. It was just a landslide of a round for me. One of the problems being that Danny's punches seem so random. I never get the sense that he's setting them up to make them be the clean punches that he needs. Like look at punches like Golovkin lands right here. Look at this. What is this? Danny's just like, I can't bear to look at that. Boom, and turns his head. That's a huge punch. And Danny just can't land any of these. He had a couple of body shots that he landed before, but look at that scowl. He's like, oh, you got me, son of a... But, yeah, I've got Golovkin up 50-45, the 1 round even though if you had to score it for someone, it could only go to Golovkin. Danny down 5 points after 5 rounds. All right, I'll see you guys in my next video.